Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is James and welcome back to another review. Today I'm actually reviewing and I'm wearing the same clothes as I did in the last review, and that's because I'm recording in the same day. I promise I'm not a scumbag. But today we're going to be reviewing these two watches. These are both Citizen Eagle 7s. They're both from the same era, same reference, same movement, same everything. They're just two different varieties. And the reason I actually got this one, the two-tone one in, is to show it in the review as a different alternative to the white one, and also because I feel these are going to increase in value pretty soon. And the reason I say this is because the Seiko 5s, the watches that these were made to compete with, have increased in value. I remember buying my Seiko 5 for around £12, and now, well, actually I sold it a couple of months ago for £50+, which is a pretty decent turnover when you think about it, and I feel like these are going to do the same. Already this white one that I picked up for £12 is already worth about £30–40, because the white dial is in good condition and very hard to get, and these ones, well looked after, can reach anywhere to £60–70. I actually watched one a couple of days ago. I think it was polished, like it had been repolished, but it went for around £70, which is pretty crazy, and I picked this up for £18 off eBay. So I'd say keep an eye out for these, but without any further ado, let's change perspectives and get into the review. Okay, so here they are up close, as you can see. This one is a very nice white dial, very clean stainless steel. Sort of, this one's been really well looked after. These are both from the 70s, I'd say late 70s. And they just look absolutely incredible in my opinion. You know, the polish, the finish, the Jubilee bracelets. I love Jubilees. I think they're the best bracelet you can get. You know, the clasp is pretty decent considering its age. Obviously not the best, but then again, there wasn't many clasps at this era that were very good. And the reason they're called the Eagle 7, as you can see on the dial, let's see if I can get even closer in. Here we go. As you can see on the dial right there, there's an eagle with the number 7 inside. That's what's given them the nickname Eagle 7, though I think they're actually called Citizen 7. As you can see, mine is on the wrong language, or not the wrong language, but not English. And the reason being, if I pull this out one, I need to go get this service, by the way. If I pull this out one, hold on, and I try spinning, it doesn't actually do anything. It's broken, and yeah. So this movement is a very good movement. We'll get into the movement in a second. It's just this one needs servicing, which is a shame. It's never been serviced. This one's working perfectly fine. No problems with the movement at all. And as you can see, this is a black face. This one has got quite a few scratches. Very well worn. Again, there it is on the bottom, the Eagle 7. This movement is literally working perfectly fine. They're the same movement, but unfortunately this one is actually running a bit fast. It's running about 3 minutes fast a day, actually, and it's a bit of a shame, but I will go get it serviced at some point. Let's get into the facts about the watch. It is a 21 jewel 8200 automatic movement, which is actually 21,600 beats per hour. This was a movement produced by Citizen back in 1975, and soon after became the standard automatic movement that you actually see in a lot of their watches still to this day. Citizen also sell a Miyota 8200 to other manufacturers, and that is actually a movement that is in the majority of the replica watches that you see out there for Rolex and all the other brands. Most of them use the 8200A, because it's a very reliable and very functional movement. It's easy to fix, it's easy to replace, it's very common, and it's like I said, it's just a very good movement. The power reserve on this movement is about roughly 40 hours, and this comes with a day complication. So there's the movement facts out of the way, and let's get sizes out of the way as well. The case size is 36mm, lug size is 20mm, so very nice lug size for the case of the watch. Lug to lug, it is 42mm, so it wears a little larger, and the case thickness is 10.5mm, so very thin watch. Let's just get on to my opinions of the watch. I love it. I love this watch to death. I really do. I think they're absolutely brilliant. I think they look incredible. You know, they not only do they have a very reliable movement, but I think they look great. Even this two-tone watch, I really like. Although this one has got a lot of scratches, a lot of scratches and a lot of wear. So there we go. We're up close now. Although it has quite a lot of scratches and a lot of wear, and as you can see, the gold plating is faded quite a bit, which is just a shame. But then again, it is from the 70s. Someone actually commented on the last video when I unboxed this, saying no, you should never buy or review a watch with plating like this, and that's depending on your opinion. But then again, for 18 quid, can you really expect really great plating, and especially considering its age? I don't think you can. So the reference for these ones, I'll try and get it up on screen. There we go, GN4W-S. These are the late 70s models as far as I'm aware, and the early 80s. That's how you can age these things. That's what I found out online. I may be wrong. If you know better, then let me know down in the comments. But yeah, it's a very reliable movement. It's a great looking watch, and like I said, I seriously think they're going to increase in value. They already have. Like I said, this one already goes for about 30 quid, so it's already doubled in value from when I bought it. Now, the white dials are not very common, especially in great condition like this. This is in really good condition. It's just been really well looked after by the previous owner, and I got it an absolute steal, like £12, including postage. It's absolutely brilliant, and it came with the original Jubilee bracelet, which I just love. I love Jubilees. They are my favourite bracelet, and they just look so great. The water resistant on these is around 3 ATM advertised, but I have not tested it, and I actually fell in the water with this on when I was in Wales. I fell in the water, and it did let in a bit of water, and the crystal steamed up on the inside, and I just left it out and sort of unscrewed it and let the air get to it, and it was perfectly fine. The movement didn't actually damage because it was already running that slow, and that broke actually before that anyway. So yeah, it didn't actually damage the watch, but I would not trust the water resistant on really any vintage watch unless it's been tested. Now, these watches were actually created to compete with the Seiko 5, which at the time was sort of like the entry-level watch that was just doing so well. Orient also made a watch, which hopefully I'll be reviewing sometime in the future, called the Orient Crystal, or also known as the Orient 3-Star, which were all made to sort of compete with the Seiko 5 and all compete with each other. I think Citizen did a really good job, and I actually kept this over my Seiko 5, this one right here, because I just like it so much. And right now I'm actually looking for a two-tone version of this watch with the white face, because I think it looks great. I actually, if you check my Instagram, I actually took the bracelet off this one and put it on this one, and it looked absolutely brilliant, but I swapped it over for the review to show you guys what kind of watch you'll be getting. So right now, like I said, these are coming in anywhere between £15 and £30 on eBay, and I think they're worth grabbing hold of. If you can get a really well, maybe not like this one, but maybe this one, if you can get a really well looked after one and you keep it well looked after, I think you could be making a little bit of a profit in the future. I don't know how long in the future, I'm no expert, but I just think they're great watches and they're going to be very sought after. You know, at the end of the day, just look at that dial. It's just beautiful. It's very clean, it's very elegant, it's a perfect size. I really just want to get this watch serviced and get it fixed up. I was even contemplating if I could ask if I could get the movement out of this one and put it into this one, because this one's perfect. The movement just works perfect in this one. But you know, that would kind of ruin the purpose of it. But yeah, it's a very cool watch. I think if you can go pick them up and you can get a good deal, pick as many up as you can. It's the same with the Seiko 5s and the Orient Crystals. I really do believe they are going to increase in value, but like I said, I am no expert, so please don't just take my word for it. But at the end of the day, these watches come in cheap, they're nice and cheerful watches. At the end of the day, they're pocket money watches, as the term has been phrased, and I think that's brilliant. If you want to get into watches, this is a great place to start. There you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please do leave a thumbs up. Hopefully I didn't ramble too much and I actually got some basic facts out there about the watch, and hopefully you enjoyed it. But I'll see you all again in the next review, guys. Take care. Peace out.